And we're back. More Musashi Samurai Legend. So last time, we rescued either Maribo or either Mirabeau or Maribo. Wow, that's a little bit loud. For me, I don't know if it is on the stream or not. Hopefully it's not too bad. Anyway, oh, we gotta go to the academy. There are a number of new NPCs here, but I'm not gonna worry about them just yet. We'll get to them later. So, I would guess the new person in the academy, or the academy, would have something to do with having just rescued Mirabeau or Maribo, not really sure which.
Hi, Musashi.
Mirabeau. Okay.
Listen, I've decided to head to Nebulium Tower.
That sounds incredibly risky.
Wait a minute. You promised Mrs. Tills that you'd stay put. And don't you have an essay to write?
Yeah, but I think they're keeping Maribo there.
Really?
You will? Oh, Musashi, you're the best.
Wait. What makes you think she's at Nebulium Tower?
I saw her in my mind. We're twins, and we know when the other's in trouble.
I'm sure my friend Spencer can totally
Please go find Maribo.
back that up.
I'm sure she's at Nebulium Tower.
And all the other people I know, actually quite a few people I know who are twins, who totally will back that up. Of course. It's exactly how it works, I'm sure. So... I guess we're going to rescue Maribo. Which means we're going straight back to the volcano.
Ah, Musashi.
I really want to get through that part as fast as possible. Because, oh. No, it's not the... that's not it. That's right. It's different. Nebulium Tower, that's right, that's in Wellspring Woods. I probably should have bought some healing items, now that I think about it. That probably would have been wise. Oh well. Hopefully it'll work out. It's pretty much pointless to fight these guys at this point. They won't give us much in terms of experience, and they don't exactly present much of a challenge, but it just seems like a waste of time. I really want to get through this as fast as possible. So again, we're doing this motorcycle minigame that is straight out of Final Fantasy VII, but hey, it's Square Enix, I guess they can do that. You get more points for breaking more of these things. Yep, so we're doing this again. Oh, I forgot, these guys only take one hit. And they don't attack you. Yeah, we're doing this again. Just, fighting all these ninjaroids on motorcycles. Just like a samurai does. can't use the special abilities on here, of course. Only thing we can do is we can block and we can attack. Can't block from the front though. That'd be useful against these guys. You can't do it. So it seems that they're trying to use these mystics to power their evil schemes. The power of the mystics. But the, and in order to do that, they tend to take these mystics into these chambers and lock them up and try to try to suck out all their power. So, they couldn't, I guess they still have my cell. Oh, I forgot. You can charge this up. It's not very useful, though. But, they couldn't have my Mycella. Or I guess they could have, because they did steal her back, I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they have my Mycella right now. But apparently they couldn't keep her there, but they still needed to power up this place, so I guess they decided to use Mirabow instead. I guess charging up is pretty useful after all. So, I got money that time. I think if you score high enough you can get some items, but I didn't get any that time. Just got money. It's not bad though. It's a decent amount of money. And we could go back to the Anthem, or the Anthem, if we wanted to. But I think we're just gonna move on. I don't think we can teleport back here if we go back in the Anthem. So we'd probably have to do that minigame again, and I really don't want to do that minigame again. Seems like there's a better move I could be using. Yeah, let's see if I can switch out for something a little better. Maybe Banishing Blade. It seems like it might take too much MP. There we go. That's better. Huh? Huh. It's knocking him back too much. That's weird. Oh, nope. What? Oh, come on. Oh, that's completely worthless. Maybe this. That works. Doesn't really take that much MP. Ah, come on. Huh? That's new. That is a new move. So, we've learned a new technique. Diving Falcon. Kinda looks like a move from Zelda. Except it's way more useful. Actually no, it isn't. It's really slow. These are the tougher guys. I'm guessing that must have a functional use against some particular enemy or something, because it takes a lot of MP for something completely worthless. Because it doesn't really do that much damage, and it's very slow, and it takes a lot of MP. this would probably do it. Using enemies against each other. The way I like to play the game. I like knocking enemies around. Eventually they will break free of that hold. Well, made lots of money from that. There are definitely tougher enemies this time. So, they've I guess, accounted for Musashi's arrival this time. Planned a little, planned to make it a little tougher on him. Except these guys are still here. Actually, no. Those are different guys. They're still not that difficult at this point, though. Well, looks like... Oops. Looks like the elevator has not arrived. So we can't go the way that we did before. So what can we do instead? Well, that looks interesting. Almost looks like a pathway. Oh, that's right, we can double jump now. Which means we can get over to this area. Some steel parts. And this is where Mycella was, but she doesn't appear to be here this time. And neither is the maiden we're trying to save this time. Maiden of Fire. So, the question remains, how do we get there? Well, this is new. We can drop down there now. We couldn't do that before. Which means there's probably something down here that we need. Work like that. Here the pathway ends. But again, we can go down to another new area. There's water here, and if you remember, we have to be careful with water because we sink and we get hurt whenever we touch water. Musashi is pretty much water soluble at this point. Oh, that door just doesn't open at all. Okay, well, there must be another way then. Imagine if they made a door that didn't open without a key. Musashi would just be stumped. What does he have to break to open the door? Just gonna check over here to see if there's anything we can pick up. I don't think there will be anything. No, there's nothing here, at least not yet. I'm not sure if there will be or not, but last time we found some gecko gloves, and they have pretty interesting use. Surfaces like these, you can just climb up. Really, surfaces that just look different, you might as well try. Because there's always a possibility that it can be a surface that you can climb. Now that we have these gloves, anyway. Oh, hello there, gun turret thing. I kind of forgot that guy was there. Okay. So I'm not 100% sure exactly where we're supposed to be going. But this should lead us to it, I hope. I guess I'll just climb up. Hope for the best. We'll get there someday. You know, any day now. Okay. So, we can't go up anymore. So where are we? Oh. So we do more climbing. Alright. I think you just have to be on a different elevation from those guys to avoid their attacks. Yeah, it looks like it. They didn't create a way for you to block while you're hanging on to that. Oh, and there she is. Musashi stabbed that control panel out of existence.
Maribo, are you okay?
Who are you? And how do you know my name?
She is not as well informed as her sister, apparently. So much for a telepathic
I'm
link.
Musashi. Mirabo told me about you.
Oh, so you're the one the princess summoned. Is Mirabal alright?
Oh yeah, she's safe and sound back home.
Thank goodness.
Let's get you out of here.
Not so fast. We can't leave without the princess.
Say what? How do you know she's here?
Because they brought us here together.
Great! That saves me a trip. All right, let's go rescue her. Maribo, can you walk?
Of course.
Every single maiden has not been able to.
Maybe not.
Don't hurt yourself. I'll carry you, all right? Hold on tight.
Thanks. All right.
Every single time. It gets a little frustrating, but hey, I mean, new weapon, right? Can't be too mad. So, the question here, though, is how exactly are we supposed to get her out of here? Oh, what's this? Just gonna leave her there.
Thanks. I can still make my deadline.
So, let's just leave the Mystic of Fire, or the Fire Mystic or whatever, behind. No, let's not do that. I'm pretty sure there is a way. Oh, come on. I'm not exactly sure what the way out is here. Because I know I've got to bring Maribo with me. Oh, maybe I don't have to double jump over that thing. Maybe I can just go the other way. That probably would have saved me some time. If I had just done that in the first place. I can't go in those places with the ladders, but I guess I couldn't in the first place. Okay, so we're on the second floor. Not exactly sure where my cella is. Because that's where we need to go, is wherever my cella is. We could just try to leave. Oh, you can't go back yet. There is still more to do. I think I'm going to try to take the elevator every time instead of trying to take a ladder, because that could end up being problematic. Basement 1 is here. And here doesn't appear to be anything of interest. To be honest, I think most likely basement 2 is where we want to go. That's right, there was a door we couldn't open on basement 2. I remember now. At least it's close by. Maybe Mirabo here, or Maribo. Whichever one it is. Maybe she can help us. Oh, no. It's not there. Where was that door? Maybe it's there. I think it's there. Well, now, Maribo, if you could just hit that switch for me, just like that. There we go. That's using your head. Yep. Traded.
Nice to see you again.
Musashi, you've saved me twice now.
Are you keeping count?
Your Highness. I'm fine, Maribo. It comes with the territory. Looks like Musashi found you first. They didn't hurt you, did they? Nope. Thank goodness. Musashi, I'm so glad you came.
My pleasure, Princess. But let's hurry back to Anthium. They'll be
Anthium.
stoked when they see who's coming.
They'd better be. Let's go.
So are we going to be confronted by Gandrake again? I would think he would know what's going on. No, apparently we make it back to Anthium alright. Yes, yes, very inspiring. Yup. He is definitely not Solid Snake. That's just a little weird. Okay, so village saved, game completed, right? No, actually, there's a lot left. We've still got two more maidens. I think. Yeah, that should be right. And apparently we got something going on in the academy, so let's go take care of that. Oh, that's right. We've still got to find the Sword of Fire. So we can't just go ahead and go to the next maiden. We've actually got quite a bit. Yeah, we gotta actually get the Sword of Fire so that we can use it along with all of our other swords in order to defeat
Musashi,
Genrake.
Can you do us a favor?
Like what?
You remember Mount Terroir, right? We're worried that the monster there hasn't calmed down yet. But we're not allowed to leave. So we thought maybe you'd help us out. If you do, we'll give you the Sword of Fire. Right, Maribo? That's right. So, Musashi, what do you say?
It seems a little strange that they wouldn't want to just give him the Sword of Fire.
That's the spirit.
So
And yes, I'm not
how
acknowledging
should
the
I
puns.
soothe the savage beast.
Oh boy.
However you want, Musashi. Just give him a good spanking, and I'm sure he'll wise up.
Musashi the disciplinarian.
Finding the best way is up to you. It's not our place to say more. Warriors have their roles, just as maidens have theirs. I had to write an essay about that.
Sexism taught in schools.
I'd love to read it sometime. All right, time to hit the road. Just shine that sword up for me, okay?
Okie dokie. Will do.
Okay, I guess Mount Terroir is the next step, but I don't think I really have time to do that. So I think I'm just gonna show off the arena instead, because I don't really want to start another mission and end up going until 1 in the morning again. Especially when there's not even anybody in the chat, apparently.
Well, hello, Musashi.
I was not expecting this to happen.
Hi, princess. How are ya?
This is some really awesome music, and I had forgotten it existed. I just want to listen to this music.
I'm just fine. How about you?
I'm pretty good. For now, anyway.
Glad to hear it. What brings you here?
Oh, nothing really. I just thought I'd look in on you. See how you're doing.
I'm flattered. It's so nice of you to come by.
I didn't know the scene existed.
You're just in time for tea. Won't you join me?
Oh, tea time. Oh, okay.
Why, princess, I'd be honored.
Aw,
That's right.
that awesome music ended. That's quite a laugh there, Musashi.
You did, didn't you?
It did what?
Musashi, I've been thinking. I really feel terrible about all the trouble I've caused you by summoning you here.
Forget about it. I was in the market for a fresh challenge anyhow. It lets me try out new techniques.
That's right, Musashi was a Shugyosha. He was looking for adventure anyway.
And besides, this isn't such a bad place.
I mean, he was looking for wars to fight and all kinds of stuff. He was on the losing side of 2 wars, and then he was just looking for a lord to work for and teach martial arts for? Of course, at that age,
Thank you.
I don't really know.
Things might be rough for a while, but don't give up. Well, I'd better get going. Thanks for the tea and goodies.
You're welcome. Oh, I have something for you. Please, keep it with you always.
Oh,
Thanks.
I got
I will.
Marcella's ring. I'm not sure I had ever seen this scene before. I accidentally walked into that room. I didn't really mean to. I was trying to go into the arena. But that's actually one floor down, and I accidentally walked in there, and I saw that scene. I wonder if there are more scenes like that I've just been missing out on, because that was pretty interesting. I'm not gonna lie, I'm just gonna go around. I really just want to go around looking for more scenes like that. But I don't think there are gonna be any more. Oh, so she knows the dog. There are all kinds of... There's just a whole lot of stuff in here. I have never really read any of it. I think some of it probably has hints about things that come later, but it doesn't really matter. Yeah, I really don't want to read any of this stuff. So, this is the archives. You can come here if you ever want to find out more information. There's not really a lot of text. Like, I thought there was a lot more than there was, but, you know, it's just... It seems like kind of a waste of time, because they explain things pretty well anyway. Huh? There's a person on the map here, but no one here. But, let's see, what was I doing? Oh yeah, go into the arena. I think that should be the first order of business. I kind of want to go talk to the cat man, because I think he might have a new technique for us, but first I'm gonna go in here. Why not?
Ah, glad you stopped by.
Oh, okay, that's what the Galvabot kit is for.
Ah, glad.
I guess he always says that. Okay. So, there's quite a few cups here. We can get all kinds of really cool stuff if we beat these. This just gives a Shiitake Onigiri, which is just a healing item. Still might be worthwhile. The Vaporbot face-off gives you a card, trading card. I don't really care about the trading cards. I'm not gonna do them. I don't think I'm gonna do that stuff this time, because the trading cards are just a lot of trouble. I think I have collected them all before, but they're not. It's not really that interesting. I'll show off the cards later. But I probably do want Fontina's armlet, the Squint Julep, and the Shiitake Onigiri. So why not? Hello. I've completely forgotten to level up. How about offense? That would be nice. And then let's switch out to the Great Ore. And oh wait, what did Mycella's ring do? Does all kinds of amazing things. So, our focus will go down a little bit, but everything else will go up. So, I think we're gonna use that. Alright. They are just dying left and right. This is pretty nice. Okay, it looks like the general tactic here is pretty much just keep hitting stuff. Or to use lots of area attacks. But we don't have a lot of MP, so there's not a lot of choices there. All area attacks cost a lot of MP. Because the game is kind of built around, you know, using them. They're really effective, so of course they cost a lot.
You win!
We win. We win.
Ah,
So we've beaten that, and now if we beat it over and over, we'll get money each time. Same with all the others, I'm pretty sure. Might as well get this Squint Julep. Don't know what it does exactly, but maybe it'll help us sometime. So, let's just, hello. That was gonna hurt. That was gonna hurt a lot. There we go. That didn't work very well. Wow, he just blocked that whole thing. There we go. Now there's probably a lot more coming. That's what I'm talking about. Go. Might as well use it again. I'm surprised he didn't use his defensive move. Well, we don't seem to be in a lot of danger here. Maybe we're a little over-leveled for this. Maybe it doesn't matter. I don't know. Either way, I guess these do make a pretty great way to level up if you feel under-leveled for some of the other stuff. Well, that didn't help. Nope. That apparently doesn't help. But you can use the windmill attack thing to be able to move closer anyway. It doesn't seem to help anything, but
You win!
because you still can't attack enemies when they're doing that, but so we got a Squint Julep.
ah,
And, oh, looks like we can get, looks like we got a new thing since we did some of those. But let's go ahead and get Fontina's armlet. I don't know if we're gonna need it, if we're gonna want it or not, but hey, why not?
Fight!
Oh, this is a fight against the Kraken. That's right, I knew about that. Hello. Okay, how about I equip that instead? That seems a little more useful. Nope, nope, that didn't work. have not done very well at evading that this time. I'm doing pretty well at that. What? Oh, I guess it wasn't in. I guess it was still in the middle of that animation. Oh, yeah. I only know of one way to get through this. Yeah, there we go. Oops. Okay, so I guess head for the center whenever it does that. Yeah, because it goes off to the sides. I'm figuring this out. There we go. I've managed to avoid that. Oh, and then he knocked me straight into one. Okay. Yeah, I kind of trapped myself there. Uh-oh. Yep, didn't head for the center fast enough. Oh, here we go. I have to admit, it's pretty cool that I can just deflect that water with my swords by spinning them like a fan. He's turned blue. Which means he's going to use some new moves this time. One of which is grabbing me, and I really need to avoid that, because that was really devastating. Oh, I thought I was going to get out of the way. Okay. Oh, of course, straight on there. Okay, at least there's a way to access the core.
You win!
We win. We did it. So we got Fontina's armlet. Let's see what it does. That was the wrong one. Reduces the Sword of Water's MP consumption by half. That's pretty good. Mycella's ring reduces the Great Ore's MP consumption by half, which is pretty awesome. So I think I'm gonna do that. I just noticed that our rank is Handsome Master. Anyway, there was one more thing. Well, let's take a look at what's available first. Just out of curiosity, mostly. Oh, Lightning Rod. Don't really know what that does. I think it might reduce electric damage or something. I don't know. Either way, I really want to check and see if we have any new moves we can learn from our cat master guy. Because I think at this point he teaches you a new move, but I could be wrong. No.
Ah, where you been? Today, I teach you art of using enemy strength against
I was
him.
right.
It's called counter-attack. You watch me and duplicate if you can.
Alright. So, duplicating, now we can use, now our duplicating actually has more of a use.
Good for you, Duckling. You improve. You can
We also have more of a
now defend
defensive technique.
and counter-attack whenever you duplicate techniques you already know. Reduplicate foes many times. You'll see.
Thanks. You're the cat's meow.
Now go. Make me proud, Tiger Cub.
I think he teaches us another move later, but I think... Wow. That's information we already knew, but... Okay, so we learned a new technique, and with 7 minutes left, there's not really much I can do, aside from... I can't really do another tournament. I guess I could do all the shopping, which I'm sure is really exciting. Oh, this guy, by the way, Imagi cards. Yeah, about Imagi cards. They have kind of a... They have kind of a stock market kind of thing. Not really. It's just that they go up and down in price. And you can buy when they're cheap and sell when they're expensive. And it's kind of pointless. Because you can earn money just by fighting stuff, which also gains you levels. Do we have any more... No, it doesn't look like we have anything... Oh, we can see what these do at least. You can focus by 20, huh? Alright. What? Actually, some of these might be... Some of these might be able to be appraised, but I don't think so. I am a little bit curious about if I can do anything with some of these items, some of these artifacts that I've found, like the paperweight and all of that stuff. I don't know everything about this game.
I know.
Apparently she didn't want any of that stuff. That is a lot more money than I want to spend right now. Especially since I'm not really that lost on what to do to save people right now. I think I can find all the people I need to. So that's the arena. And oh yeah, there's this guy. I haven't talked to this guy yet. I will have to eventually rescue his entire troop in order to complete the game. It is a pretty strange condition, but there is a reason for it, I'm pretty sure.
You want it?
So apparently chatting does not help. Maybe these things are just things you can sell. Valuable gem seems to be pretty good for selling. Charmed figurine seems to be worth a lot. But I kind of hate to just sell them. I think I remember what they're for, actually. Defense plus 10. Luck plus 80. Wait a minute. Leather vest was just defense plus 10, huh? What was Mycella's ring? A lot? Okay, there's no reason, seemingly. Oh wait, no, that's right. Okay, that only raised strength by 1, and defense by 3, and focus by 1, and luck by 1. So it's actually not that useful. Fontina's armlet does the same thing, but with less defense and more focus. I'm not that worried about my stats right now, though. I think they're just fine.
Have a productive day.
If anything, I think luck might want to... I might want to improve luck, but I don't really want to spend that much right now.
Always a pleasure.
Let's on healing items, because that would be pretty nice. Having healing items. How much HP do we have? Well, anyway, I don't really want to record a bunch of shopping. So... I'll check my HP. I only have a little over 150 HP. And it is 11:59. It is time to stop. I don't think anyone was watching this, but if you were, I hope you enjoyed it. I know not a whole lot happened, and the chat was not very exciting, but wasn't much to be done about that today. I guess people were busy. If you want to watch this, or if you want to watch any of my previous stuff, there's the YouTube channel. Is always available. I always upload after streaming. And I hope you'll join me next time as we do more of each of these games. Actually, no. We finished Devil May Cry 3. So I will be introducing a new game in that block. I hope you'll join me. And have a good night and a good week, and I hope I'll see you next week. See you around.